English breakfast tea. I don't. One of our roommates bought it for him because I thought that's what he would like.
Oh my gosh, they bought English muffins. They bought like every
English
stereotypical
muffins,
thing.
yeah.
Gosh.
Marmalade.
Samuel, I want to talk about this with you real quick. Not real quick, just like I want to mention it.
Yeah.
Is Waka Waka. You mentioned it as in it's a whitewater rafting. And
kayaking.
Well, okay, see, there we go.
Firm distinction right there.
Well, from a novice,
sure.
What is the difference between kayaking and rafting? I don't know.
So rafting, everyone knows it's a thing you go and do with your family on a Thanksgiving break or something.
Oh, like the big rafts.
Where you get in a
yeah,
raft,
makes sense.
right?
Sorry, I was like,
and you
and, which is fun.
Which is fun. Great.
Yeah.
You should do it.
I think that's fun.
Great way to. No, yeah, I love it sometimes.
Yeah, Samuel doesn't love it, but we do. Got it.
No, it's
you
a lot
heard
of
it here
fun.
first.
No, but what I do is whitewater kayaking. So it's like you're in a kayak in like a hard boat made of plastic.
And that's the one where like you're sitting in.
Yeah, you
have
like,
a
skirt and you wear it and you.
Oh gosh.
You put it
You gotta wear a
over your
skirt to
boat.
do it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
very
you gotta wear a
manly.
skirt.
That's why he really likes kayaking.
Yeah. Like to wear skirts.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
love it. And so with that, I'm asthmatic, as you can tell. I'm coughing off mic over here. Let's go asthma, and that's why Henry and I don't do it. Because we're asthmatic. We're asthma bros. There's a lot of water.
Yeah.
And like you go underwater, you fall underwater. It's like I've seen the videos of people like whoosh, and there's these rapids and there's rocks. How do you not drown?
Well, I'd say first of all, like one thing I had to realize is I've done a lot of teaching, teaching people the sport. And one thing I kind of had
Former president of
Whitewater Club, yeah, at the University of Georgia, yeah.
Wait, you're the president of the University of Georgia Whitewater Club?
TJ Payne.
Yo, let's go. I like that.
But it was just teaching people who had never done it. And one kind of thing I had to learn about myself was even before learning how to be in a kayak and control the kayak, my dad would take me to the river and take me swimming in the currents and the rapids. So like it's something where I've always been comfortable just being in the water. So I had to realize that a lot of people don't have that. And they also have to learn how to be not scared in rapids and rivers and cold water. And so that's in itself just learning how to swim and being comfortable and not – the biggest thing is not freaking out and just being confident and being which keeps you safe in turn.
Would I be able to draw a parallel between whitewater kayaking and go-kart racing?
I mean, in some ways.
Because I just went to Andretti's. I don't know if you've ever been there before.
I've been there.
It's my first time ever going.
It's
and
pretty awesome.
They're fast.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was able to beat all the youth kids was crushed them. High schoolers too. So they were talking so much trash. Is I wasn't scared. Like, like you go to the curves. Like, obviously I'm not trying to be reckless, but like I know, like, hey, listen, I got this.
You're trying to find the apex.
Yeah, of when you make the turns, when you go, and it's because it's more like F1 than it is like NASCAR. It's this track, and it was so much fun, and I feel like that overcoming that fear of like you're not gonna flip over, you're not gonna wreck. It's the same kind of fear that you have to overcome with kayaking. It's like all because I'm going down this rapid doesn't mean that the worst possible scenario is going to happen.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, a lot of times it's someone like my grandma or something that doesn't understand, and they see videos of me running waterfalls and stuff. They
oh my goodness, Samuel.
Yeah, they think that it's like a adrenaline thing, and it's like I love the excitement and adrenaline I get from it, which I'm sure there is some of that. Like it's fun and exciting, but like the most satisfaction I get from kayaking is not being afraid on something that is really scary or someone else might think is scary. So the experience of going down a river with class 5 rapids, but the entire time being calm and not like, you could say the same thing about skiing and running maybe a mountain that you looked at 10 years ago and you were terrified at, but now you can go down it clean, not confidently, not scared. And that satisfaction when you look back up at the mountain and you were not even breaking a sweat, is like that's progression, right? That's where my satisfaction comes from, is doing stuff safely, cleanly, confidently. But someone else might think it's scary. That's where I think I get my most enjoyment out of the sport.
Because you do, I mean, like skiing, and you're pretty wicked fast on skiing too.
Yeah, I definitely, I don't know that I err on the side of safety sometimes, but like to be completely honest, I like me and my friends, we like to go and we all like get in big groups. And I joined the free ski team this year, so it's like a bunch of I don't know. There's like 800 people, and there's ski competitions and stuff. And
oh wow.
You at any point like you go to a mountain, like you go to Winter Park on a Saturday, and you text in like the group me, you're like, blah blah, I'm sitting in this parking lot, and then like 20 other people will be like, yeah, we're also at Winter Park, and then you meet up, and you're like, the thing we do like at the youth groups where it's all of us like go in together in a big group. We just do that all the time. So I don't know. I haven't really done any difficult stuff this year.
I think it's cool though that. I mean, we were talking about it a little bit last night, but he comes from an area that's not necessarily a lot of big skiing.
Yeah, Dahlonega has no skiing. Not like
No.
a little bit. Has no skiing or whitewater kayaking.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but
if you look at hard enough for a random waterfall, you might be able to find
you find
it.
some stuff. But what I was going to say with Henry is, his family went out and did it a lot. But now that you're in Boulder, and when you're around people that are a lot better than you, you get really good.
Yeah.
That's true for kayaking, and it's super cool.
I definitely
you get to be out there with
think
those
that's true.
crazy Boulder-raised kids.
I'd say
could ski before they could walk.
I was going to give a
Yeah.
percentage of like people
that.
who were
Yeah.
like actually legitimately skied like that were like less than an hour away from a mountain who are on that team. That's probably every person on that team is like.
Well, have you met any like Olympic or was it not? I don't call them the X Games.
X Games.
I mean, I don't know if they do like the winter
skiing
sports.
is in winter
Yeah,
Olympics, but also X Games.
there's like 50 different forms of skiing. There's like cross country and like these ones where it's like racing and skiing, and there's the ski racing where they shoot guns.
They shoot guns.
That's the craziest one.
I thought with your heritage,
some pretty
come
crazy
on.
stuff.
I
like that, but what we do is like, because I'm gonna do some competitions this year.
Guns and skiing.
You gotta come to my competition. I don't know when.
When or where?
Next semester, next fiscal year, at I don't know. They're gonna be at multiple just resorts, and basically it's like I just started at top gate, and all these people are at the bottom, and then I just like try and have like the cleanest, like best line down.
So they're rating your line, but not your time.
No time. Yeah, because you can take you're supposed to take like whatever route you're supposed to like plan it out ahead and like have it. And nobody really does like flips or anything, and those it's like
so it's just style.
Yeah, it's mainly just like
judges that judge you.
People do like 360s and backflips, but
you don't get points for that.
If you landed a backflip like really well, then you do good. But like if you
mess up,
the likelihood that you would mess up a flip or a trick on that and not finish, and then you'd get like a DNF, like disqualify.
Y'all, this is probably too old for y'all, but this is a TV show called Rocket Power for all the 90s kids out there.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen Rocket Power? Do you know producer Jackson knows Rocket Power?
Dang it.
Yeah. And so Rocket Power was like this early 2000s TV show on Nickelodeon where it was like these brother, sister, and like two friends who were all extreme sport people. And I feel like we have like a kayaker, a skier, and a pickleball player. That's like
sport.
Like that's I mean my extreme sport is not actually extreme or maybe not a sport.
I agree. Ben is a professional pickleball player.
Well, I'm just listening because I'm thinking Rocket Power. There was like the brother sister were like really good. They had a friend named Otto who was like really good, and then they had like kind of like the kid who was not very good but was with them, and he was the videographer. It's like that's me. I'm like I can't quite do what they'll do.
An amazing podcast, something that Henry and I couldn't even like put together in our brains.
No. I wasn't looking for a brag or anything.
No.
I was just looking like
you look really good today.
Yeah.
Ben.
You
Oh,
do.
thanks guys. Thanks. Hey, what's my extreme sport that I should try? Comment below.
Extreme makeup.
Well, I
Extreme
mean,
trials.
maybe it comes from how